Okay, I think I am back. So we're just gonna jump right into Interview with the Vampire, Season 2, Episode 3. Hey, Supernatural fan, welcome back. Yeah, we're gonna jump right in to this episode. So, from what I remember from last time, learned that Armand actually knew Lestat and that they found um, those theater vampires, and Claudia just seemed so interested in them. Um, and I'm excited to see what this next episode has to show us. I thought it was also interesting as well, whereas the story with Armand and Louis, it almost seems like it's very curated how they're talking with Malloy, right? So, what's actually real and what's not? And I think that's what's been the most interesting part of this series of, the character or us really as watching it are really learning like what's memory and how do you actually remember things versus what actually happened. So I'm excited to jump right in, and let's go. And I will start the timer when the episode actually starts. Too loud.
Stay tuned after the show for an exclusive look inside the episode.
All right, let's see. Okay. Alright, so it's going to give us a little intro reminding us where they last left off.
The Great Conversion.
What you're about to see is for you an outrage.
You were amazing.
Who's your maker?
His name was Brent. We don't talk about him much. Who's that handsome man on the wall?
Brent.
Our co-founder, Lestat de Leon God.
That means you knew Lestat before he did. Yes, Armand knew Lestat.
You bold fuck, Lestat.
What if you find out we killed him?
That reveal was crazy.
Because I do believe I felt some trepidation when the name Lestat was uttered.
Who?
We could simply return to the interview if you're willing to ask your questions and then listen, which is your job.
What happened next?
Alright, let's start. Supernatural fan, I hope all has been well with you since last episode.
Partial to the non-wriggling items, I should have said that.
Good, I'm glad.
Omakase. We cede power to the chef, submit to his whims, to his eye at the fish markets, a series of risks.
Right.
Under the burning sky, the one about Enron, Black Blood, was it? Daniel Malloy, I've read your books.
The
Oh
reader
gosh.
now
We have a
prepares
fan.
disappointment.
I see they've separated you from your laptop.
They?
Off your game a touch yesterday. Perhaps they believe you've been humbled. Clever on their own, now there's two of them. Of course, there was always two of them. We just came to that late.
Oh. More people know about this.
A little pale for Mossad, although that could be very Mossad.
I wish I'd be better.
I didn't think about that.
I work for another watchful shop, the name of which has not come up in your conversations with them.
A stake in the story I'm writing. You had me bugged, or you want me to think you do?
We were tracking 900 of them a month ago. We're tracking 1,600 now. The Great Conversion.
Oh.
It's real. It's happening.
Well, then you have a more immediate problem than a book being researched. Got a name?
He's not gonna tell you his name.
You're not the first to attempt this, Mr. Malloy. I could give you the names of 4 others who have, and they're all dead.
You know,
One dead. His name is Raglan James.
it actually makes sense that there are other people who are aware about this.
Have been placed with proper encryption on your comically vulnerable laptop. Most of primary sources.
That's wild.
Anyone here a fan of intelligence officers? We got a live one.
That is so interesting. Especially, I guess, in like the world of modern technology, how could a vampire hide?
How was your walkabout, Mr. Malloy?
Michelin fish in the desert. I burned my entire per diem. How many people in the world know what you know, Rashid? How many Rashids?
Rashid.
I suspect just enough to help them stay hidden.
No, that's how billionaire vampires do it. How does your average Joe Mo vampire keep people like you in line? Unspoken threats?
I mean, the threat is always there. He
Wow.
could kill us both now, but he doesn't. They are peaceful beings.
They drain and disappear us.
They have a biological imperative that is in conflict with human morality. But what is that morality other than rules agreed upon?
Thank you, Rashid.
Interesting. Gosh, I still can't get over when Armand floated for that first time at the end of season 1.
Contact with humanity. When exposed, they feed or run or kill themselves. And I'd say we're multimillionaires, not quite a billion. It was wrong of Louis to enter your memories yesterday. You were invited here as a guest.
Cell phones.
You were rude, but he crossed the line.
Artificial intelligence crunching improbable data.
I offer.
How do you hide from the cloud?
That's the question.
We should probably wait for him.
Probably.
That's what I want to know.
He'll awaken when the sun sleeps. Your cell phones make you slaves to your fetishes. And data retrieval is primarily about profit, so I suspect no one at Amazon is trying to sell us blenders.
You kill. Nightly.
And sometimes you've
Yeah.
watched that kill on the local news.
Oh.
You've never been easier to distract. You're at the height of willful ignorance. We exploit it. This was Lestart's prophetic vision.
Gosh, just the way like the dialogue
Start to
is.
lean, Cole.
I said it last time,
Yes.
but I really want to read these.
We were shadows crouching behind stone prior to his transformation.
I'm listening. That's my job, right?
It was 1556 when the Roman Coven sent me to lead the shambolic Paris Coven. A face from the subcontinent, French my fourth and poorest.
Oh, Armand's backstory. Here we go.
In my life. We called ourselves the Children of Darkness. We lived in squalor, hunted in shame, all in strict obedience to medieval laws put in place
Wow.
to protect us from humanity. And
So
though I
who was
managed to
Armand's
maintain
maker?
Discipline and humility for 239 years as Satan's fool. By the time Robespierre was beheaded, I was, by any measure, failing.
La mort finira toute infraction de la première et la cinquième de grande loi.
Our ways were finished. We were embers on a waning pyre. The start was the wind to scatter.
I really gotta meet this guy.
I felt his presence before I saw him.
Wow.
Sired by one of my deserters, Magnus.
What other abilities do they have? He just waved his hand up and
I
then
hadn't felt
that vampire caught a flame.
The fourth of our great laws was writ, no vampire shall ever reveal his true nature to a mortal and let that mortal live. And here he was.
Of course, the dramatic of the theater created by Lestat, like actually. I know he's the founder of
Tell it, Lestat
them.
becoming a vampire was a horror show.
That may be, but he made a remarkable recovery shortly thereafter. How else could you explain his hand feeding the audience? Our words came out like canaries, summer fruit in the dead of winter. They were all in love with him. He had that effect on everyone.
Even
Was it
you.
natural?
Entirely unnatural. Using the dark gift for what? His vanity was heresy. I had to bring him under my control by any means. Tu es le bâtard de Magnus. Je sais que tu peux m'entendre, mon enfant.
Qui m'appelle enfant?
Ooh.
Il est mort, n'est-ce pas? Je peux prendre soin de toi. Je peux t'apprendre ce qu'il ne t'a pas appris. Viens à moi.
He's searching. Found him.
Viens à moi.
Encore plus en air.
He's so dramatic. Oh my god.
I followed him for weeks. His rejections only inflamed me. And the longer I allowed him to exist outside the coven, the more unsettled my children became. They watched in secret, fascinated by his disregard for the laws I told them could never be broken.
About to start a rebellion. He's out there living and they can't.
À la maison.
Due to the old ways.
Désolé, maître.
Je ne peux pas lire mes notes quand j'entends tes pieds sur le plancher. Nous allons nous faire rattraper.
Je l'espère.
Oh boy.
Entends-tu cela?
This is gonna cause such a
Par-dessus
problem.
tes obsessions, tes divagations. Comment pourrais-je entendre quoi que ce soit? Qu'est-ce?
Là, quelqu'un me regarde.
Tu vas toujours au centre de l'attention.
Everyone's always watching
Je pense
you.
que je ne sais pas quel est là.
He thinks I don't know he's there. It's not a poem.
Je peux seulement comprendre quand tu t'approches.
Et par-dessus.
Gardes-tu ce garçon comme aide-mémoire? N'est-ce pas? Connais-tu ce giton? La solitude que tu ressens, il ne l'atteindra jamais. Sois avec les tiens.
Et abandonner mon gilet à carreaux, mon collet beau.
Sorry, I gotta read these subtitles.
N'est-ce que se passe-t-il?
Lestat, what is this?
Rien.
It's nothing.
Il n'y a rien.
He's nothing.
Bonne nuit.
Good night.
Un étrange.
Strange one.
I tolerated his presence too long already. I had to act, or he'd destroy what little I had left.
Right. The control of the coven.
Là!
Ooh! He revealed himself. Oh, he stopped time.
Tu ne lui as pas révélé ta vraie nature.
Oh my gosh.
Laissez pouvoir.
Yeah, Lestat, you don't know anything. He learns it from this guy.
Laissez pouvoir.
Mais tu l'auras.
I don't have this power, but you will.
Tu as le sang de Magnus.
You have Magnus'
Tu gâches ton
blood.
potentiel en menant cette vie-là.
You waste your potential. Oh my god.
Et voici un buveur de sang.
There's the blood drinker. Oh. Wow, it's crazy to see Lestat get tossed around. This is what he did to Louis last season.
Qui es-tu?
Je suis Armand. Je suis le chef de ton clan.
Ricky!
Ramène ton gilet chez les larves, veux-tu?
Literally. My reaction. Oh no. He took him. Ooh. Lestat is there.
tu sois venu. Il est sain et sauf.
Il a saigné. Il ne se réveille pas.
Look at him holding the cross.
Est-ce amusant de vivre dans une telle...
Is it fun living in the filth and stench such as this? We serve
Au
God
travers de Satan
through Satan.
et
Oh
au
my
travers
god.
d'Armand.
Through Armand.
Une trinité crottée.
Tu vas attirer la colère de Dieu sur nous avec tes péchés.
Careful. He might.
Qui sont?
Tu vis parmi les mortels. Tu marches dans le temple de Dieu.
Il parle d'une homme triste et vêtement cloué.
He's just destroying their whole belief system. Oh my
J'habite
gosh.
simplement autour le simple d'esprit de mes membres. On fit le pied d'une tasse. Et là, une flûte. Repère de cette prison qu'il bâtit pour vous.
You let it happen.
Yeah, like what's he supposed
Yes.
to do, my boy?
You let him there so he could destroy it.
His words had been my thoughts for half a century. If it had come from me, they wouldn't have believed it.
Dieu.
So he played him.
Satan. Armand. Est-ce vrai? Nous sommes les dieux. Vous êtes les dieux.
My children left. They roamed the streets of Paris, wreaking havoc with
Yeah.
mortals. Some could not reconcile the life I had made for them with the life Lestat had told them was possible. They went mad, ended themselves. The only thing that kept me from the fire were the old rituals.
Oh, there's Lestat. He's back.
Que s'est-il passé?
Did something happen?
Je pourrais parler jusqu'à la fin du monde,
I could speak until the end of the world,
sans jamais te dire
and I
tout
could
ce
never
que tu
tell
as
you what
détruit.
you have destroyed
sommes
here.
seuls.
There's no one but us.
Satan ne nous écoute pas.
Period. Honestly.
Comment peux-je te des objets par la simple force de ton esprit?
Demande-t-il tout en dansant dans les sons. Tu as fait de ton Nicolas l'un des nôtres.
You turn your Nicholas into one of us. No, he didn't. Lestat did not.
Est-ce que le garçon a accepté le don?
Did the boy take to the gift?
Trop fragile.
Too fragile. Oh, no.
J'aurais pu te prévenir.
I could have warned you. He'll rise out of it.
Certainement pas.
He will not.
J'ai une idée.
Mais mignon. Avant de vous en aller, faudra bien, s'il vous plaît, que...
Ils viennent accompagner. Séduits dans un élan collectif. Faire ensemble, vivre ensemble.
Always found that so cool.
Vampire.
Une
Like,
opportunité.
Just the telepathy, really, that they have.
Mais l'acteur qui j'ai su leur jus respire encore.
Ultimate form of multitasking.
Voir, protège. Annonce que tu es un vampire.
Announce you are a
Bois le sang à
vampire.
la vue de tous.
Drink the blood in plain sight.
Né en scène, les rituels de ton clan. Pas depuis les égouts, mais depuis les premiers balcons.
Je n'ai pas de clan. Tu m'en as privé.
I have no coven, you took that from me. Oh. His coven people are alive. Oh no. They're living a good life. Wow. The Attribution des Vampires. Wow.
Des années. La mort ne respecte pas l'âge.
Regardez comme ils sont immobiles. Ils croient vraiment que c'est une pièce de théâtre. Des clous sur une porte à Wittenberg. Tu as mené un peu fond, n'est-ce pas?
Nous l'avons fait ensemble.
Tu fais un meilleur moi.
Literally, they've just been doing the same play again and again.
Seulement avec le jeu d'acteur. Voici.
Ici, maintenant.
C'est une leçon.
Here now, it's a rock.
Il nous observe.
Elle devrait regarder sa partition.
Uh-oh.
Juste. Je t'aime.
Oui. Je t'aime aussi.
Jealousy's not gonna end well here. Oh no.
That's it?
Right? Malloy, you're speaking for all of us.
Armand taught Lestat the mind gift. And a week later, Lestat was gone.
Exactly.
The question was, how do vampires hide from Google? Not, how did Lestat break his heart?
But because you were a good listener, you got answers to both.
We went to open the theater the next night. He was met by the lawyer, Pierre Roger I.
Waiting for me with a trunk full of cash and instructions to cover the theater's cost in perpetuity.
He abandoned Nikki. He abandoned Armand. He abandoned the coven. Lestat is, was, and will always be for Lestat.
Never say I love
As
you
long
to
as
a
you know that,
narcissist.
Louis.
And
As
I
long
have
as
to
you
wear
know
those
that.
words for another 150 years. And then he arrived. And shattered that lock. This is what frightened me most about you.
He's in Copenhagen, working in a car factory. He hates his maker, takes the boat back to America. He gets me on an L train in Chicago.
I said just outside Chicago. He said he didn't like big cities.
He gets me outside Chicago, a diner on the way to Garrett,
You find me
selling chestnuts outside the train station.
by the train station.
Yeah, I love their dynamic.
What the hell we know about Cincinnati?
What do they know about Cincinnati?
And that's what I appreciate about this compared to the movie is like you see more of the
I'm
relationship
finally working backstage
through like
tonight at Unported.
all their conversations through all the different years and ages.
I need this coal for myself.
Black wavy hair. Smile crooks up to the left, bunch of moles on his crotch and thighs.
I don't need that.
Claudia
Why
has
did
all
you
the
keep you on
info.
floorboards for a week? I don't know what it is that you need. I remember what I remember.
I try to keep us safe. You might be having a good time now, but there's danger if they find out we lied.
Maybe not Cincinnati. How about Shreveport?
Caddo Lake. My daddy took me and Paul there to fish. There's a drawbridge there. He burned on the
Caddo
bridge.
Lake.
Shreveport, Caddo Lake, burned himself on the bridge.
Who's knocking on their door? Oh,
The door was ajar.
If you open up the windows and the doors, you get a little breeze.
Cavalier. But I'm sure you're being careful.
Major, welcome to our lair.
Shouldn't you be in the lobby?
I got 3 minutes.
Did I give you consent to look me in the eye, Puce?
No, Major.
My fault. I was keeping.
Wow.
Have I been late once, Major?
Have you been early once is the question I'd be asking myself.
Wow, so Armand knew her too. That's so interesting.
How's she doing?
She's taking the abuse in stride.
I've never seen her happy.
The Coven has grand designs for her. You're drawn to portraiture.
Hide your cracks in the walls.
Show me where you go at night.
No.
Unconscious death is the fate of all mortals.
Wonder when this person joined the Coven.
We are conscious death. Wolf Vander.
And that would make you a groom. Do you know what it means to be loved by death? No pain.
It's my favorite part.
No pain.
No pain.
No pain.
How does he get him to beg for it?
Eyes down, Puts. Eyes down. No pain. No pain.
Did you fucking sneeze at the end?
I tried to stifle it.
Bloody fucking moment of quietus.
It's hay season.
It's not a farm, it's
Allergies.
It still sounded terrifying, Mr. Santiago. I got chills.
Of course you did. Because I'm a fucking professional.
Come in, sir.
Look up. This is what's called the wet room. A hateful place, you never get over the smell. I'm glad to Gary Duff, it's your job now. Keep the sacrifice in there till 10 minutes to the stage. This is the money box. And this is the rat box. You put your freshie in the body box, you close the lid, take the safety off the funnel,
I mean,
and production Bagora, the rats do the dirty for you.
wow.
On a Tuesday, this is the buddy box and that's the rat box.
I mean, it
On
makes sense they would have a
Wednesdays, that's
system
the rat
after
box.
all these
This
years.
is the rat box. Back and forth, back and forth. Keep track. These rats are smart. They can go quiet. You open up the wrong box, they go running up the stairs into the green room, into the theatre. Metro punishes the entire coven, which does not win your friends in Ferrin.
We had an incinerator at home.
How'd that work?
Throw him in, watch him burn.
There's a bit German. You can piddle a week before you have to empty the bones.
God.
This door leads to the sewers, catacombs, and various ossuaries we've got hidden around the underground.
What are these?
Burial vaults. Coven members past, mostly heretics and lawbreakers.
What laws?
Oh,
Until the ceremony, please.
yeah, I'm curious about the laws too.
Rats love hearts.
Something about those laws. You always got to read the fine print.
Try to get lost. Somehow, I always end up back by the river.
The waters of the Seine, contained and beautiful. A vein winding to the heart of Paris. There's much talk of your camera in the Coven.
Yeah, right.
They say you're mad in love with humanity, thieving their private moments with light and shadow. They pester Claudia about it.
They should ask me if they're curious.
How
No.
could they when you're so rarely present?
Exactly.
I saw enough theater back home for several lifetimes. No offense.
None taken. Nothing worse than being dragged around unwillingly by a companion. This was Bruce.
Yeah. Looks.
My thing is,
The
if he
opera
could
loving
smell
motorcyclist.
Magnus's blood
Yeah.
in Lestat, you think he can't?
You should talk with Tuan Fang about
Smell
cameras. He's
Lestat.
very learned. Perhaps the two of you.
I'm not joining the Coven. Trying to save you a sales pitch. You got Claudia. She's happy. I'm happy. For me, not much of a joiner.
Yes, you have made that clear enough.
So if that's why you're here,
It is not the whole reason I'm here.
Is that Lestat?
It's definitely not the whole reason he's here.
Oh, in his mind. Okay, I was like, is this guy just rolling up? I saw him come up in the background.
We really must work on blocking your thoughts.
Yes.
Excuse me?
Because he could feel Lestat.
I sense it now in your mind.
Maybe I'm guarding my thoughts just fine. Maybe I let you into my head on purpose.
No.
Oh, that's nice, mon cher. Lovely.
And I love the silent moments in this series as well. Because they convey a lot with just like the facial expressions, with the music in the background. It's just nice.
For a second, I felt like we were.
The Coven is envious of your independence. It's a problem. You outside looking in.
Your problem.
It's almost just like what happened with Armand and his coven with Lestat, where the coven was jealous because Lestat was out, independent, and now that's Louis.
Bars ripping hot jazz. Whole place feels like it's born again. Everyone's asking, what's next? What's next? Not where were you or be careful. I had enough of that back home. I'm out here finding myself.
Then what room is there left for me? If you have not found yourself.
Go to his room.
Telling you, Armand's got bars. I need to start writing down things that he says.
We were circling each other.
I was putting him in a very difficult position.
I was supposed to be luring him in, but the opposite was happening. I started spending less time at the theater and more nights strolling the boulevards with Louis.
The conversation was easy and flirtatious.
And combative.
And combative, yes. But only in the most stimulating ways.
Arguing is foreplay.
Some of my most profound feelings and thoughts were taking shape. When my mind was touched by Armand, I became deeply excited.
What is going on?
Driven to form new conclusions about myself. And
they've hacked his computer for real.
In the abstract. Something wrong, Daniel?
Oh no, it's the computer. Something you were saying made me think of.
Think what?
The thing is, they probably know about these people who think that they're ahead of them.
That's it. It just flew out of my head there. It's gone. So where's Claudia at this point? How's she doing? What's she doing at this stage of things?
How do you do it? How do you get them to accept that?
I'll never hear you in the front row with your head down. First thing I do when I creak open the lid is have a chat with my scene partner for the night. Muck about in their heads, find their shame. In short, an actor prepares. See you on stage, Claude.
Who's Francis Norton?
Where did you hear that
The
name?
best Iago to walk the York Royal.
That was you.
What was your shabby life in Chicago before the vampire Bruce bit down on your neck?
I was in Springfield.
It's not going to end well when they find out the truth, and I bet that's one of the rules. Don't lie to the coven.
Could say that.
And an orphan again. We have that in common.
I thought nature made you.
Why would you say that?
Estelle told me you were the youngest, but you're also the strongest. Figured you got the best blood.
No. My maker lies in the walls downstairs. Maître, put him there.
Good cutter. 3 minutes.
Thank you.
Wow. So all those vampires are in that wall?
He deserved his death. And his blood was exquisite. And good mimic. And I can fly.
And you kill with panache.
And your dearly departed maker. What gifts did he bequeath the morbid vampiress?
It's not gonna end well.
He taught me how to lie well.
You'll make a fine actor then.
It's not gonna end well.
It's Louis who's from Chicago, yes?
Just outside it. Gary, Indiana.
Stick with it, Puss. You're almost there.
See, he's smart with it, Santiago. Slowly getting some information. Like,
I'm evil. Evil as any vampire you ever lived. I've killed over and over, and I will do it again.
Why does that make you as evil as any vampire? Are there gradations to evil? Is evil a great perilous gulf one falls into with the first sin?
I mean, kinda. It's not as logical as you're saying, but it's dark and it's empty. And I can't see the bottom of it.
But if evil is without gradation, and it does exist, this state of evil, then only one sin is needed. That's your argument.
Evil is the product of the ability of humans to make abstract what is concrete.
Jean-Paul,
Pardon.
this is my friend Louis.
Bonjour. Now, will you two kindly shut up?
no.
So I can hear that news.
Your argument assumes God exists.
I don't know that God exists. From what I saw in the war, he doesn't.
Then surely there are degrees and variations to goodness. The goodness of the child, which is innocence. The goodness
All
of the
these
man,
philosophical
which is a life of
conversations.
self-deprivation and service. The goodness of the saints, the goodness of the midwives. And how is this evil achieved? How does one fall from grace and become immortal?
Little whore, you only want him 'cause you're feeling blue. Come to me.
Lestat is always on the mind. Jeez.
Run his fingers through your
And Armand knows. He's just waiting for you to tell him the truth. He knows. Yep. Look at that look. He sees you elsewhere.
I don't know. Maybe you're right.
There he is again.
I'm sorry.
And we were having such a nice conversation.
I was with Bruce for 30 years.
Bruce. How long are we going to play games, Louis?
Here it comes. He knows. He's known.
Before you say, let me tell you a little something about 18th century Armand.
Lestat.
Oh dear.
Finally.
I'm tired of holding on to it.
Duh.
Lestat
He knew.
was my companion in America.
And where is he now?
Still a bookbinder's wife. He knows.
Do you know where he is?
I want you to say it.
I killed him, and he fucking had it coming.
Well, that's debatable.
I've known for months. I've just waited for you to say.
Exactly. Armand's not a
You gotta
fool.
kill me now? What does that mean for Claudia?
Did she help you kill him?
Yes. No.
You broke one of the great laws.
I don't know.
There it is.
Great laws? Lestat never told me shit.
I told you I loved you.
Go away.
Calm down.
And you said nothing.
Oh.
Louis?
Gosh. So I want to know, like, truly. He's still very hung up on Lestat here. And it seems like in present day he's not. But, like, is he really over Lestat? I don't know. What?
I'm still the only one you trust.
This is in your mind again.
Kill me again.
Who does he have? He probably just has like a random person.
Show me. The only way you know how to love.
Oh my gosh. So who is that? What random civilian did he grab? Course.
We could take a night off. You're probably right. Probably let it go after we said he burned himself.
No, we should do this. We should be real careful, like you said. Do it. Three of us were a little gang for a while.
The open road, roaming America, killing at truck stops, motels.
Till one day he set himself on fire, shot the shit out of us.
Hit it with a lighter. Held up to a rag.
So when are you going to tell Claudia that Armand knows the
For a
truth?
long time. His last words were,
And if I was Louis, I would try to learn these
"Cut
great
enough of your gloomy
laws.
faces."
Because
Good.
it seems like others abide by them. But you don't know what they are, so that's not going to end well.
Lestat could have said, "Put your coffin on a boat. Go to Paris. There's a beautiful carving there, I know, because I fucking founded it." But he said the vampires out there are vicious.
I should tell you something.
And then I met the motherfucker, and yeah, Lestat was right. It was better when he broke my bones. Found me under the floorboards. I fought him, kicked him, clawed him, bit him. But that was fine. It was when he had me pinned. And he told me he loved me.
Oh my God.
Before, during, and after. Before, during, after. That fucked me up. One day he said, "Had enough of your gloomy face." Drove off on a motorbike. Thought might as well go home, get Louis, head to Europe. They're gonna let me join the Covenant this week.
Wow. It's happening.
It'd be nice if you come.
Louis not going to
I
join.
miss it for the world.
He'll be there to see you join. But Louis not joining the Coven.
Excuse the interruption. The lawyer for the buyer is ready for the teleconference.
The lawyer?
It's about the bacon triptych.
Would you mind, Daniel?
I'll take a piss. A real cold cup of water there, Rashid. I was really in it.
The thing is, like, Malloy thinks he's so smart, but they already know about these other people.
3 studies for figures at the base of a crucifixion, witnesses to Christ's agony. Mr. Bacon also referred to these as the 3 Furies.
The buyer wants it for her husband. She probably Googled what questions she should ask.
The reverse on the right panel is inscribed Petersfield.
An X-ray of the Fury on that panel revealed the face of a man, likely Eric Hall, the owner of that car.
It's only had 3 owners. The research is basic, but on you.
We have to run, thank you.
I'm running past my clients.
Exactly. It's like, how'd this theater get burnt up? What's the story?
Who you think I am?
Go away.
The clock in your heart. The gears have stopped meshing.
Vampires are real. They're going to kill us all.
The vampires! They're real! Going to kill us all!
What is this? He's disrupting the performance.
No. Let him speak, son. Look at his quest.
Look at her look out to see that Louis there.
He's here in support of the girl. Finish the performance.
Why don't you tell us who you are?
Did you read Le Monde today?
I have not.
A mutilated body found in a park 3 nights ago. Crossed skull, puncture wounds on neck, chest, and shoulder blade. Was that you?
Of course not.
No.
Because everyone was in coffin by curfew.
Except for
We were to let you go.
Louis.
I don't see our girl here at that particular park. Do you?
Speak plainly.
You've had your time to recruit. It's not happening. He will be the ruin of us. Do you want
Oh, is that one of the great rules?
the coven?
Or great
would
laws?
like to know what you intend to do with him, beyond calling him a fifth row center art ticket.
If you don't join the coven, you get locked up. Santiago controls the coven. It's not you, Armand. Mm-hmm.
After the ceremony, after she's committed herself to us, then I'll do what must be done. Does that satisfy?
Didn't I make her for fathers?
Does that satisfy?
It does, maître. All respect.
No pain. No pain.
Claudia wants to learn that so badly.
Your first night over the footlights. How did it feel?
Like home.
Come. I have something for you.
They have a coffin there for her. Or not. What is that?
What is it, Major?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
May it remind you of your humble beginnings. Would you have us?
Yes, Major.
Come.
Yeah, I mean, finding other vampires is exactly what you wanted.
The 5 laws.
Oh.
The youngest.
Yeah, let's hear these.
The ceremony is for members only. Shall we have a walk?
Oh, I wanted to hear the laws.
The 5 laws.
Okay, good.
Law 1.
Oh, okay.
Each coven must have its leader, and only he might order the working of the dark trick upon mortal.
Okay.
Will you obey?
I will.
Law 2. The dark gifts must never be given to the crippled, the maimed, or to children.
Who won't leave Paris? Where would you go?
But she was a child, is a child, was. So does that mean she's already in violation, or do things that happened prior to joining the coven haven't happened?
No vampire must commit to writing the history of the vampires.
You exposed us. Should I allow the London Coven such exposure?
No vampire shall ever reveal his or her true nature to a mortal and let the mortal live.
So present day Louis has broken a lot of these great laws.
They do business with vampires.
And Armand.
May ever destroy another vampire. Except that the Coven Master has the power of life and death over all his flock.
I will not harm you. Those were your first words to me.
My maker was a vampire named Bruce. Who's le stade de lit encore? Your first words to the Coven.
And it is his obligation to finally seek
Fire in the hands? Like, what else can these vampires do?
Broken these 5 laws.
Where are we going?
We're going to get lost and end up back by the river. Back on our walks.
Will you abide by this 5th and final law?
I will.
Flee no more.
Take my head off if you're gonna do it. I saw what fire does. I don't wanna go out that way.
Any other requests?
Look after Claudia.
She doesn't need looking after. She won't be here very long.
What does that mean?
You made her at 14. The most turbulent chemistry.
Dang.
Her mind, as fierce as it is now, will not endure. It will break apart in time.
You don't know her.
I don't have to.
Yep.
I've seen it all before. I've seen too much, Louis.
He's been alive forever. Like, you know, I doubt Claudia's the first, like, teen vamp.
You didn't think we were going to leave you in the wet room, did you? You're a star, Claudia.
A new play for you and the ladies.
My baby loves windows.
I play your governess and I play your mother.
And I play the little girl.
You'll be their little birdie for the next 50 years.
What did he call it? The savage garden. Why isn't Louis? Those with the most power are often the weakest.
Don't give up on her. Tell her she's beautiful. Tell her that every morning.
Gosh, Louis is so dramatic. I'm gonna say go. So this is already gonna put Armand in a bad spot with the Coven because he's not doing what the rules say
Walk me home.
or what he was supposed to do.
Did I?
That's my building over there.
Did he break you, Louis? Are you broken?
Yes, badly.
No. But I carry him. I don't know if I can. The pain,
You will.
Maybe.
I did.
You and him?
A century or so ago. Yesterday. What is time to a vampire?
Okay. Gosh. So from this moment, that's when they became in a relationship? Maybe? Oh, no. Louis walking away. Yeah. I mean, Armand is the first person he's kissed since Lestat.
You wanna come upstairs?
Oh.
Are you inviting me in?
Depends. Are you gonna kill me?
Oh. Wow. When does this end? Oh, it ends on that note, of course. Oh, yeah.
I'm a fierce vampire
Let me
trapped in the body
stop.
of a little girl.
Okay. Wow. So that concludes episode 3. I think the title of this episode, No Pain, really echoed throughout many of the different storylines in this particular episode. These great laws are really going to come back to, you know, bite them. No pun intended. And I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next. But Santiago seems like he's a stickler for the rules, and that's just not gonna fly. That's not gonna end well with Louis. It's not gonna end well with Claudia and Armand. But I'm looking forward to seeing even more of like what's happening in the present. Like Malloy, like he can't think that Louis and Armand don't know that they're humans that are on like their trail. You know, they've been around for so long, they probably have some systems in place, or it's to see if he's trustworthy or not, right? Because even one of the great laws that they're breaking is vampires should not have a record or write things, so they're breaking that, you know, across many of the other rules that have also been broken. But I'm excited to check out the next episode. Thank you for those of you who tuned in and checked this out with me, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.